Hey everyone, my name is Will.
And I'm Catherine.
And welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're actually going to be unboxing the new Lionel Legacy Union Pacific Brass Challenger. I'm super excited for this one. I've actually been waiting for this for quite a while.
I know, you've been patiently waiting.
So this locomotive I actually purchased during the LCCA convention when they had their store tour, and it was the same day that they had the convention. They actually brought this out to the floor.
Oh, the headquarters tour?
Yeah, no, the headquarters tour and the store tour.
Oh, okay.
I guess it was like both in the same day, but.
And I was out of town for that.
I was sad.
So I was really bummed that I couldn't go to all those different events that Will posted. And hopefully some of you guys got to see those videos of, you know, the headquarters tour, the seminar, and
They haven't seen the banquet yet.
The banquet one's
that's
coming
the next video,
soon.
So here,
Yeah.
if you want to grab that, and then. All right, you got it. Look, it's an orange box. I love it. All right. Well, so here, why don't you read off the stats and read off the SKU?
The SKU?
Yeah, you can read off everything.
Okay. Union Pacific Legacy Challenger number 3819, brass die cast construction, legacy and Bluetooth control, legacy rail sounds, 4-digit addressing.
This one has a 4-digit?
Yes.
Oh, it's with the cab 3.
With cab 3. Whistle,
Okay.
steam, and 072 minimum curve. Okay. 2331191.
I did not know that this one had the 4-digit addressing system. That's like their new little feature that they're going to do on the new locomotives.
Well, because in the previous ones you can only do two digits, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know that's been like a common thing where, oh, I already have a number 11, or I already have a 19, or whatever it is. That having the 4 digits is going to make that a lot easier to distinguish between so many locomotives.
Can you smell it already?
Oh no, I haven't.
Okay, well here, hold on. You'll smell it in a second.
When we open the styrofoam,
I'm actually so
that'll
excited
be-
for this.
that'll be the kicker there with the sniff test.
Beautiful box too.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get the manual.
Anything special about the manual?
Well,
no, there
It's a
is.
spoiler.
Well,
Or
no.
it looks like.
There is going to be something special because we're going to have to figure out where to add the smoke for the smoke fluid. If there's in multiple spots.
Okay.
But yes.
We'll look at that in a moment then.
This is super important. Every time you get a locomotive, you need to read the manual to where to lube the locomotive, to add smoke fluid, traction tires, resetting the locomotive.
Lubricate axles with the Lionel
Wow,
oil.
there's a lot of spots.
There's a lot of, wow, that sure is a lot of spots. Look at that.
Wow.
That's a lot of locations for oil. But it's necessary.
All right.
Here we
Are you
go.
ready?
Yeah.
You grab one side, then I'll grab the
Oh,
other.
it looks like it's gonna
It's going to face this way,
face
so.
this way. Ooh.
Does it smell good?
Ooh.
There is a real smell. It's a new Lionel train smell.
Yeah, that's nice.
It does smell good. Okay.
All right, what do we got here?
Oh, those are some actual detail parts.
Wait, here's a couple more.
There's a couple more?
Yeah.
Oh, so Lionel actually put some added detail parts for this.
There's a few in here too.
So that looks like that's the Katy adapter for the tender.
Katy coupler.
And then this is the dummy O-gauge coupler with traction tires.
Cool.
Okay, so inside, you're gonna get 2 bags of detail parts, which you're gonna find out where those probably go, probably in the directions.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have the Katy adapters, which is actually really, really cool. And then the dummy O-gauge coupler with 4 traction tires.
Nice.
Okay, so which one do you want to unbox?
I always like to do the tender first.
So I get the locomotive. Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure I got the locomotive.
Wait, what? No. I'm just saying I like to do the tender first because the locomotive is kind of, come on, let's be real. It's more exciting. So you save the best for last.
Very true.
That's my thinking on the whole thing. Okay.
And it's really light, I bet, because it's brass.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, it's...
Actually, I didn't notice
they're
that was there.
That's good.
That's really good.
Oh, wow.
Those are good inserts. Here, you got that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good job, Lionel.
Nice.
For shipping.
Okay. So wait a second.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Here, let me put that right here.
Where is the end? There it is. I love this stuff.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
The plastic is such a great part of unbox. Oh, wow.
Ooh. You want to take the
Yes, I will grab that. Good.
Oh yeah, it's super light.
Yeah, so when I did the L1 Mikado, the tender was exceptionally light.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've unboxed a brass locomotive, and that one was just not light as a feather, but it was pretty light. Compared to like a big boy, or like compared to like the FEF.
Those things are heavy.
Yeah.
Those things are heavy.
But wow, okay. So
boop boop.
Oh yeah, this. Oh hey. Oh, so all these hatches come up.
Such great detail.
Wow. Do we want to take this off right now, or do you want to take this off later?
I think later. We'll leave that part on for now. But there's
do you want to put it on the track?
Yes.
Okay. It's not going to really slide because of the...
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's on there. It's on.
Okay.
We'll put that guy out of the way.
All right. I'm going to stand up for this.
Okay.
I always get nervous or taken
out
or articulated. I always get like a little nervous because I want to make sure that I take it out.
What's that, drop plate?
That's a drop plate, yeah. All right, ready?
Yep.
We got 1, 2, 3.
Whee. Oh, what's that in the center?
Oh, so that actually, there's one other. Oh wow, see, they really ship their stuff really well. This is like an Allen wrench or an Allen key for the traction tires.
And then smoke
pipette.
Should we put that on Zip's house?
Or you can, yeah, give it over here. Okay, I'm really nervous. I've been waiting for this for like a while.
Let's see it. Wow.
It's really, really pretty. Wow. Lionel did a really, really good job with this. Wow.
Where are you? Let's styrofoam little styrofoam nugget.
This is really, really, really pretty.
It's beautiful.
It's a work of art. I'm
First impressions. What do you think?
First impressions is
worth the wait. It
was definitely worth the wait, but honestly, so out of the challengers that we have, we don't have like this looks a lot different than the 3985 and the 3967. Like, yeah, this is a different challenger, and a little bit later I'm gonna have a surprise. We're actually gonna do a size comparison so you can see the difference between. Yeah,
that'll be fun.
But no, first impressions is I'm super pleased with how much detail Lionel put into this. Like the dynamo and like all like the hoses that go up into the boiler, all these extra added hose detailings up here, the number detail.
Looks like it moves too. No?
So I think that might be.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is where you'll be able to see the run program switch, Bluetooth on and off, whistle steam smoke effect on and off, and then also the main smoke on and off as well. And actually, it's super light too.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like, and then for those who have brass locomotives, it feels like that sound. There's a sound that brass locomotives make like when you handle them, but I'm a fan of the darkened side rods. And
you can see on the other side with this.
Well, here I'll lift it up and then you can grab it. Right, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Perfect. And we'll do some close-up shots too.
Oh, for sure.
But no, honestly, this locomotive is a true work of art. I think Lionel hit it out of the park with this one. Honestly, anytime locomotives that are brass hybrids coming out of Lionel, it's fantastic. We have some other. No, I don't. No? I think this is our first brass hybrid.
Is it really? That is surprising to me.
Well, we did order another brass hybrid, but it hasn't came yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. Okay, well, let's get this on the track.
Okay.
But after this, so just stick around. We're going to do like little fast forward time lapse, but we're going to take all these like styrofoams and stuff like that, and then we're going to join you in just a moment. All right,
Stay
one
tuned.
second. Okay, so after a lot of, time with these styrofoam parts, which also hats off to Lionel, well placed, and the fact that they were, these thick, in the right spots, this means that Lionel is going to ship your locomotives to you, not broken, with, FedEx, UPS, USPS. Great job packing this. But now, and we're also with one camera adjustment, so now we're a little bit lower, but now we have the locomotive out on this test track. We don't have a lot of room because, this house, we don't have a layout, at least in this house. Not yet. Future house. But no, so what we're going to do now is we're going to program it. We're going to do startup, and we're going to put smoke fluid in it, and it's going to just be awesome. And I've actually not listened to any of the sounds. Like, this is going to be very, very, first experience.
You haven't heard any of them?
I've
that is surprising for Will, honestly.
Trust me, with movies, I look up clips. I spoil things for myself. I have not looked up anything on this locomotive, so you're going to see exactly firsthand. All right. So. All right. So.
I think so. We have a 19 already, don't we?
Yes, we do. It's a Santa Fe locomotive.
Okay. So we can try
38.
38.
Yep. That's loud.
There she is. Maybe we should adjust that.
It's those stereo sounds. So
wow.
What's really cool is that Lionel put a speaker in here and in there. So here.
That's very loud, yo. Let's turn that window.
That was insane.
You can actually see how genuinely surprised I was by it.
Good? Alright, so what I want to do, though, is I want to do the extended startup sequence, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to go through all the extended startup sequences, and we're going to hear the actual, this locomotive has road number specific crew talk, alright? So it's going to say Locomotive 3819 or Union Pacific 3819,
That's cool.
Alright, ready?
Train 1 brakeman to train 1 conductor. East end of the train is clear. Clear to depart westbound on your signal. Over. Train 1 conductor 3819. Station work is complete. You're okay to proceed. Let's pull.
That's Ryan. I know his voice.
Really?
That's Ryan. That was awesome.
Is that you?
That's awesome. All right. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to cut a little bit so you guys can hear all of the different extended startup sequences.
Train 1 brakeman, UP 3819. We're showing 90 pounds on the rear of the train. Take out 20 for initial terminal brake test. That's a roger. 20 pound reduction given. Checking for leakage. Out. Roger. Put it back. Train 1 brakeman, UP 3819. We're showing 90 pounds on the rear of the train. Take out 20 for initial terminal brake test. That's a roger. 20 pound reduction given. Checking for leakage. Out. Roger. Put it back. Train 1 brakeman to train 1 conductor. East end of the train is clear. Clear to depart westbound on your signal. Over. Train 1 conductor 3819. Station work is complete. You're okay to proceed. Let's pull. Train 1 brakeman UP 3819. We have good initial terminal brake test on timetable train number 1. Over. That's a roger. 3819 has good initial terminal brake test on timetable train number 1. Out.
Those extended startup sequences are insane. And I don't know if anyone else noticed, but Ryan, your voice was definitely in one of those, so I heard that
Are
one.
you sure? 100% sure?
I am very positive on that one for sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, so now what we're going to do is we're actually going to add smoke fluid, and I'm using JT's Mega Steam. That's what we prefer. She likes this. There's a bunch of different scents, especially for Christmas.
Yeah, I love the Christmas scents they have for the train that we put around the tree. They have like hot cocoa, peppermint, pine, so it smells like you're going through a forest. It's awesome. But this one, no scent.
No scent.
Because he has one that also smells like a fire burning.
An oil fire.
An oil fire burning. And when he used it the first time and I didn't know he was using it, I was downstairs working and he was upstairs in the layout room and I thought our house was on fire. And he's like, don't worry, it's just the scent fluid. So no scent for
I was operating the 4014, so I was definitely in the zone on that one. All right.
But no scent for now.
So tell us where we're going to have to put our smoke fluid for this one.
Okay, so we're in the manual here. Page 8 is about stack smoke and whistle steam.
Yep.
So I think we're just going to add this directly into the smokestack.
Okay. How many drops?
Up to 20. Just don't exceed 20.
1, 2,
So we added the smoke fluid.
And then this is just like a little tip and trick. You ever deal with smoke fluid and stuff, just put like a little burst of air just to make sure that the smoke fluid is properly in the smoke reservoir. But now all we need to do is we should just be able to turn this on and then it works. Ready?
Is it on already?
Yeah, I can hear the motor. And it should.
There it goes.
There it goes. All right. Well, you are going to test out all the whistles.
Yay!
Okay?
Okay.
And she knows all the whistles. Wow, okay.
That's great.
All right, so let's hear the first one.
Wow, look at that.
That's awesome. And then to go to the next whistle, all you need to do on the cab 2 remote is just push aux 1, and then the whistle, and that's it. New pitch. Oh, that's the whistle from the first run of the Challenger, the first Vision Line Challenger whistle. Don't ask me how I know that.
He's crazy with his whistles. I don't know how he knows them. There's some that I can recognize too, just from the. But he's next level.
Okay, you know that one. Which one's that one?
That sounds like the. Is that the big boy?
She knows her whistles too. Wow.
How many whistles does this one have?
There's 5. Ooh. So Lionel, I think, added this one either this year or in like the most recent years, but I cannot hear. I'm stumped. I don't know which one this is exactly off of though. But it's like one of the 5 that Lionel throws in. Lionel, thank you for not putting a hooter whistle in this locomotive. That would have been kind of crazy.
I like that one.
You like this one?
I don't normally prefer the higher pitched ones, but I think that one sounds nice with it.
And then to go back to the very start, you just push aux 1 again. And then now we're back at the start. And now, Lionel put 5 whistles, but they also put 5 bells. So
Can I do the bells?
Sure. All right, here's the first one. Okay. Did it seem like the pitch and the times it was a little bit faster?
Faster.
Slower? Which one's your favorite?
Not that one.
No? What about this one? No. No. I like that one too. I like that one a lot. All right, so I'm gonna turn the smoke fluid off because we're smoking up this room.
Woo-wee.
All right, so now let's.
Good smoker.
So I'm gonna turn it up just like a little bit, just so we can hear the
Yeah,
the
for sure.
voices. All right, ready? So let's hear some of the crew talk.
Tower, this is engine 3819. Errors made. Brake test complete. Are we clear to pull? You are good to go. Out. My oil's full. Out. Engine 3819 to the tower. Ready to roll. Can I pull? Please stand by. Out. UP 3819 to the dispatcher. Ready to make our pull. Can we get permission to occupy the main? You're cleared outbound. Out. Train order, stable inside Eagle 44 clears and we can take the main. We should be through any minute.
I like that.
Make it over the house. Roger, Junior needs some attention.
Now they should have. This is the water sound.
The water tank's full. Out.
Okay. And then if you reset it, it should be the oil.
My oil's full. Out.
They have a wheel slip feature. I don't know if we'll be able to demonstrate that though.
We can.
With it stationary, because you have to start.
Well, so yes,
the
you
motion.
can. So here, how to do that is you apply your train brake all the way down, and then you can just put one of the click wheel on your legacy remote, and if you release it, it should trigger the wheel slip.
Cool.
That's cool. That's really, really cool.
I've always liked that feature.
That's a really, really cool feature. Well, to start off on this locomotive, like I've been saying, this is honestly, it's a work of art. And I've been secretly wanting, this type of Challenger for a couple years. Mm-hmm. And I knew that Sunset Third Rail, they made one. And when I went to my friend Johnny Dawson's house, he has a Sunset Third Rail. And I was really, really wanting one. But Sunset Third Rail made one, but Lionel has not yet. So one of the cool things in the very front is, what's different about this Challenger from the other ones is like the headlight placement. The headlight placement is really, really high up versus like on the Challenger, it's kind of low. And then also, so this one, there are many different versions of the Challenger, or at least like these brass ones. So there were some with a different cow catcher. I like the way that this one looked. So this one has like a more ribbed cow catcher versus like the one that's on the 4014 or the 3985. It's more of a streamlined, like robust cow catcher. There's air compressors on the front here on both sides of the fireman and then also the engineer. And then there's safety tread on each of these walkways. So there's some right here in front of the headlight. And actually, let's see if the, hey, so this actually opens up. It opens up a little bit, yeah. The brass bell is nicely, actually I think this, I don't know if this is nicely painted. Very similar to what I was talking about on the L1s. Lionel is doing really good coloring with their brass. Mm-hmm. So just moving a little bit more down, the number plates are beautifully written, and it's in the font of the Union Pacific, which is great. There's safety tread from the very front of the locomotive all the way through the cab. Mm-hmm. And then if you want to kind of talk about some of the features that are back here.
All the hosing detail is really great here.
Oh, wow, there's all this stuff here too.
Yeah, exactly. Which we haven't even really been able to inspect that side. But we'll make sure to show pictures up close of every part of the locomotive as we're kind of talking through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the darkened side rods on this one.
I was going to say the side rods are really nice too on this.
How does the cab look?
The cab is really cool. It has an illuminated firebox.
It does?
It's flickering. Yeah, it's flickering right now.
Okay.
Flickering red, of course. Which always reminds me of our cab ride in Chattanooga.
That's actually...
Which was so awesome. We'll have to link that video if you guys haven't
seen
that video.
If you've never seen us on the 4501, it was probably one of my favorite happy birthday presents.
It was a birthday gift for him.
But this is something interesting. The cab roofs They open up on the sides like wings.
Oh wow! And you can really see inside there all those
the
gears and the detailing of the what are those things called?
I don't know. The back head. Like that's what that's called. What are you
Well,
saying?
it shows all the pressure and stuff.
Oh, the pressure gauges.
The gauges,
Yeah, there it is. So here's one thing that I'm super happy about with Lionel and what they did with this. So this locomotive has 2 notches inside the tether from the tender to the locomotive. So you actually can couple it a little bit more closer to the locomotive, which is more of a prototypical look.
Mm-hmm.
But Lionel did a fantastic job with this deck plate.
Yeah.
Even the deck plate has that same pattern, that same texture that you would find on a normal locomotive, that metal steel-like texture, which is really, really cool. So honestly,
yeah, the detailing is really great.
The distance between the two, between the tender and the locomotive, is very close, and that is really, really,
pretty
really
prototypical.
Cool. Okay, wait, so here's one thing. How does the backup light look? Is it red or is it white?
It's red. Oh, backup light is now white.
Okay, so that's something that's really neat as well. I mean, overall, here, I'm going to turn it up now. Overall, what do you think?
I think it's great.
I mean, I love Union Pacific. This is a beautiful locomotive, and I'm a sucker for articulated or just steam locomotives in general, but this is probably one of my favorites. I love the way that this looks. I love that it's a brass hybrid. Honestly, this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous locomotive.
And I'm super impressed by the sounds.
Yes.
The crew talk is really cool. The quality of the sounds is really good. I mean, as you guys saw when we turned it on, it was really loud. It was like very, very loud. And even after we turned it down, it's still very substantial sound. So this would be a great locomotive if you are able to have a bigger layout. You could hear it around the whole thing.
This locomotive will command presence.
It will.
Yes.
Yes.
And I love it. Honestly, like, this is definitely one of my favorites.
And we want to compare it, right? You said you're going to do a comparison?
So now what we're going to do is we're going to show you a comparison, just like between the sizes on like this locomotive versus, well, we have the 3985, so we'll take that one out and we'll show you like a little bit of a size comparison between the two, all right? So stick around. Okay, so now we have 2 challengers on the table. We have, it's kind of crazy. We have the Vision Line 3985, which we all know and love, but then we also have the brand new Lionel Brass Hybrid Challenger number 3819. And so the reason why we wanted to put these both on the table was to kind of show you guys the different size comparisons between the two. Well, they're both the same class of locomotive. They're both 4664 Challengers, but you have 2 different, I would say, variations. You have, I call this one the early Challenger, and then this one's the late Challenger. That's the way that I classify them. But just some differences, like right off the top. I mean, you can just see it over here. Like the headlight placement is completely just from really, really high, and then on 3995, it's just super low. Here's something too. You have 2 stacks on here, one stack here, and then just all of this like piping detail is just completely different. And you can tell now what I was saying about the coloring on the brass. So I prefer this.
Yes.
It's more prototypical. It actually looks like a polished brass. This one looks very painted, even though it's still beautiful. I'm a big fan of this new paint, so Lionel, keep this up.
Yeah, the shade of, it looks brighter. It doesn't look as realistic on this one versus this nice shade of brass there. It's really very nice.
Yeah, so I would say so they're from point to point. Also, another thing too, Catherine wanted me to make sure to tell you guys this. The difference in weight
How heavy these
is insane. So this locomotive compared to this locomotive is not even the same comparison. Like the fact that this is a brass hybrid, this is
yeah,
they're pretty heavy. So but yeah, so the different size comparison between the two, I mean, just like looking at the locomotives, well, it's not end to end on locomotive, but it is end to end on the tenders. So you have the brass hybrid tender, you have the Vision Line tender, I don't know how.
I'd say it's a good 2.5 to 3 inches longer.
Okay.
On the 3985.
I'm gonna do that little trick too. So
it's not very exact here.
I'm gonna just guesstimate. I'm gonna say that's probably 3 inches. Like, so from point A to point B, the 3985 is about 2.5 to 3 inches longer when compared to the 3819.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, and you know, with Lionel, this is really good that they got this prototypical size with this locomotive too. I mean, everything is true to its scale, which is absolutely fantastic. What a fantastic locomotive this is. I mean, I'm still in shock on how beautiful this locomotive is. It's insane. So, if you're going to describe this locomotive in one word, what would it be?
I'd say it's sleek.
Sleek?
Yeah.
Very sleek looking locomotive. Okay. I'm going to say incredible. Like, overall, it's a very sleek and incredible locomotive.
Very detailed.
Mm-hmm. But, so here's the thing. If you have not purchased this locomotive, here's the thing with brass hybrids. Usually with Lionel, they do a one and done. So if you've not purchased one and you're in the market to get a Challenger, these Challengers are incredible and they're also sleek. But yeah, if you don't have one of these Challengers yet, definitely call one of your local train stores. Maybe they have some, and hopefully you guys can get some of these Challengers yourselves too. But with that, I hope you guys had a great time watching us review this locomotive. Remember, always be safe.
Happy railroading.
And we'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Bye.